Welcome to the MTN News Update. I'm Michael Coe. The controversy over the Mountain View Speedway continued yesterday at the Boone Town Council meeting. So many people attended that the chambers became standing room only, with both advocates and critics lining up to speak during the public comment period. Supporters described the weekly races as family-friendly, without the presence of alcohol or other raucous behavior. Meanwhile, detractors said it ruins a peaceful rural atmosphere with the noise from the cars. Council members say they will address the issue in August. In a unanimous decision, the Watauga Board of Education selected Stephanie Weeks as the newest principal at Parkway School on Thursday. This vote came after multiple interviews and is the end of a very lengthy selection process, according to officials. Prior to her work at Parkway, Weeks taught at Hardin Park and Blowing Rock Elementary Schools, while also serving as an assistant at Watauga High. In 2005, Weeks was honored as the Blowing Rock Teacher of the Year. The third annual Grand Fondo cycling race will be held in Boone on August 2nd. The race is one of only 8 in the National Championship Series, with locations all around the country. This is the second Grand Fondo race hosted by North Carolina, with the other taking place in Asheville. The race starts on South Depot Street and eventually moves to the Blue Ridge Parkway and Highway 221. The last part of the race involves a descent into the Bethel Valley and comes close to the Tennessee state line, before heading around Valley Cruces and back into Boone. The race's website compares it to a paved roller coaster. The annual summer concert series at Walter and Ann Cook Park in Todd is in full swing. Local musicians such as Melissa Reeves and the Tillers will perform later this summer, as well as bands from states such as Ohio and Pennsylvania. The concert series, sponsored by the Todd Community Preservation Organization, began on July 18th. TCPO has also announced that the Celtic rock band Barley Juice will come to Todd for the first time ever on August 1st. The band has 6 studio albums and has also performed at the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games in the past. The Ashe County Arts Council is sponsoring a free self-guided tour around several art studios in the county on August 1st. The event is Ashe's first ever studio tour and is a one-day only event. 18 Ashe County artists in towns such as West Jefferson, Warrensville, and Laurel Springs will have their studios open to the public. All art on the tour is original work handmade by local artists. The tours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. A driver was injured yesterday afternoon after his pickup truck veered off of a gravel road and flipped multiple times, going at least 20 feet down a steep slope. The crash occurred around 4:30 p.m. on Bell Mountain Road in the Trap Hill Fire District. Paramedics on the scene described the injuries as serious but not life-threatening. The driver was taken to Baptist Hospital in Winston-Salem for treatment. The release of a book depicting the early history of Wilkesboro has been delayed, but author Van Evans says that publication should happen by the end of 2015. With purchases become available in early 2016. Evans, a former Wilkes County resident who works for the North Carolina Office of Archives and History in Raleigh, began completion of the book in 2011. The book was begun in 1997 under the late Dick Underwood, who had sought volunteers to write individual chapters. The book will be sold at the Wilkes Heritage Museum and online. Appalachian State women's track and field team was one of several programs around the country to be named a Division I Scholar Team by the Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association. To qualify for this award, a team must have a cumulative GPA of at least 3.0. ASU qualified with a GPA of 3.2. Brianna Tate and Tristan Van Ord were also honored individually for their academic and athletic efforts. Former South Caldwell High School pitcher and current San Francisco Giant Madison Bumgarner had the best-selling jersey during the first half of the Major League Baseball season, according to the league's website. The lefty's number 40 jersey saw its sales skyrocket after Bumgarner's spectacular performance in last year's Fall Classic, in which he was named World Series MVP and closed out Game 7 for the Giants. Through this year, Bumgarner has a 10-5 record and will make his next start on Saturday. This has been the MTN News Update. I'm Michael Coe. Thanks for watching.